I come with no other agenda than desperately trying to help people who are in need. And I see that as part of my role.
Kate Middleton and Prince William are used to watching their kids grow up, but nothing could have prepared them for Princess Charlotte's latest transformation. One day she was their adorable little girl, and the next, boom, she had everyone doing a double take. The Duke and Duchess were visibly emotional, and honestly, who could blame them? Kids grow fast, but Charlotte's unexpected shift had them in their feelings. Whether it was her newfound confidence, a striking resemblance to the Queen, or just the way she carried herself, something about this moment hit different. Even royal parents have those "where did the time go" moments, and this was definitely one of them. From tiny toddler to poised young royal, Charlotte's glow-up was nothing short of shocking. But what exactly changed? And why did it leave William and Kate wiping away tears? Let's break it all down. Like father, like daughter. Prince William and Princess Charlotte's relationship is honestly the sweetest thing. Forget the idea that royal kids are distant from their parents. Charlotte and William are proof that being a prince doesn't mean you can't be a full-on daddy's girl. And let's be real, she's basically a mini Princess Diana in so many ways, which makes this bond even more heartwarming. Charlotte and William share a connection that goes beyond the usual father-daughter dynamic. They're like two peas in a pod, united by their shared interests and that classic Windsor determination. Whether it's their love of sports, their playful banter, or their very similar mannerisms, this duo is always in sync. And William? He's clearly wrapped around Charlotte's little royal finger. One of the biggest things they bond over? Sports. Charlotte is just as competitive as her dad, and William absolutely encourages it. Remember when she confidently told the England women's soccer team, "Good luck, and I hope you win," in that adorable video message? That wasn't just for show, she genuinely loves the game. William, being the president of the Football Association, has been sharing his love for the sport with her since she was tiny. And get this, Charlotte is reportedly a huge fan of Aston Villa, just like her dad. In 2022, William revealed, "Charlotte wanted me to tell you that she is really good at goal. She said, 'Please tell them that.'" Clearly, she's got her dad's confidence and his competitive streak. And it's not just football. Charlotte also shares William's love of tennis. She's been spotted at Wimbledon looking every bit the poised young royal. But don't be fooled. This girl has a strong game. She's even had tennis lessons with none other than Roger Federer. Talk about connections. William has always encouraged his kids to be active, and with Charlotte, it's paid off. They have that sporty, playful bond where he's just as excited about her winning as she is. Now let's talk about why Charlotte is basically Princess Diana 2.0. First of all, she's got that same mix of elegance and cheekiness that Diana had. She knows how to be poised and regal when necessary, but she's also not afraid to show her personality. Remember at Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee when she kept her brothers in check? Total Diana energy. And just like her grandmother, she's got this natural warmth about her. She connects with people effortlessly. Even body language experts have pointed out how much Charlotte mirrors Diana's confidence. She's expressive, she's self-assured, and she's got that signature twinkle in her eye. And who's been guiding her every step of the way? William. You can tell he's making sure his daughter grows up knowing her worth, just like Diana would have wanted. It's clear that William is not just raising Charlotte to be a princess, he's raising her to be strong, independent, and compassionate, just like his mother was. He's openly spoken about how much he wants Diana's influence to be present in his children's lives. "I would like to have had her advice," William once said about his mom. "I would love her to have met Catherine and to have seen the children grow up." While Diana isn't here to see it, she would no doubt be incredibly proud of the way William is shaping Charlotte's character. And let's not forget, Charlotte and William have that playful side too. If you've ever watched them at royal events, you'll notice how Charlotte isn't afraid to call out her dad. Like at King Charles's coronation, when she made sure little Louis behaved while also giving her dad side eyes like, "You got this under control, right?" She's got that Diana sass, and William absolutely loves it. Out of all three Cambridge kids, Charlotte seems to be the one who inherited Diana's natural charisma. She's got an effortless charm that makes people adore her, and William clearly dotes on her because of it. Whether it's their shared love of sports, their playful dynamic, or their undeniable connection to Diana's legacy, these two are the perfect father-daughter duo. And let's be honest, Charlotte is only getting started. Give it a few more years, and she'll probably be running the whole show. The unbreakable bond between Kate and Charlotte. Princess Charlotte isn't just royalty. She's a total scene stealer, and her relationship with Prince William is proof that she's got her dad completely wrapped around her finger. If you've ever watched them together, you know Charlotte is basically William's mini-me. She's confident, witty, and has no problem keeping her dad in check. Sound familiar? That's right. People have been saying for years that Charlotte has that same spark Princess Diana had. And honestly, they might be onto something. William and Charlotte share an incredibly close bond, and part of that is because they actually have a lot in common. They both love sports. Charlotte is a huge fan of soccer, and has even been seen cheering at big games alongside her dad. William once shared that Charlotte is really good in goal, adding, "She's a budding star for the future." So, not only does she have her dad's competitive streak, but she's also already impressing him with her skills. But it's not just sports that bring them together. William and Charlotte both have a love for the outdoors. Whether it's playing outside at their Norfolk home, Anmer Hall, or going on nature walks, Charlotte is totally her father's daughter when it comes to adventure. William once mentioned that he wants his kids to appreciate nature the way he did growing up, saying, "Spending time outdoors gives children the best possible start in life." And Charlotte, she's all about that life. Now let's talk about the Diana comparisons. Because, let's be real, Charlotte gives off serious little Princess Diana energy. From her cheeky confidence to her natural charisma, she just has that spark that makes people gravitate toward her. Even William has admitted that Charlotte reminds him of his late mother. A source once claimed that William and Kate often talk about Diana with their kids, making sure they know about their grandmother's legacy. And speaking of that confidence, Charlotte doesn't hold back, especially when it comes to her brothers. Remember at the late Queen's funeral when she reminded Prince George to bow at the right time? Classic Charlotte. She knows what's up and she's not afraid to take charge. That level of confidence at her age? Diana would be so proud. But the real heart-melting part of it all is just how much William adores his daughter. He's openly talked about how Charlotte keeps him on his toes. When she was younger, he joked that she was the one in charge at home. And let's be honest, we've all seen it. Charlotte's sass, her little side eyes, and her undeniable charm. That's not just any princess behavior, that's future queen energy. Of course, Charlotte's strong personality doesn't mean she doesn't have her sweet moments. If you've ever seen her with William at public events, you know she's always by his side, whispering in his ear, or giving him those adorable looks. She's a total daddy's girl, and William eats it up. And while William is super close with Charlotte, Kate Middleton is just as tight with her daughter. Their bond is something truly special, and it's clear that Kate is raising Charlotte to be both strong and kind. Kate is a hands-on mom, and she's made it her mission to give her kids as normal a life as possible. Despite being a literal princess, Charlotte isn't growing up spoiled. Kate makes sure of that. She does school runs, takes the kids out for fun family activities, and even gets involved in their hobbies. She once shared that Charlotte loves to collect leaves and sticks. Yes, even royals love a good nature walk. One of the sweetest things about their relationship is how much Charlotte admires her mom. Whether it's matching outfits at events or Charlotte watching Kate closely during royal engagements, the admiration is real. Kate, in turn, is always making sure Charlotte feels supported and confident. Remember when Charlotte made that iconic tongue-out moment at a sailing event? Instead of scolding her, Kate just laughed it off. That's the kind of parenting she believes in, letting her kids be themselves while teaching them respect and responsibility. Kate is also making sure Charlotte knows about her royal duties without making her feel pressured. She and William have reportedly taken a balanced approach, making sure their kids understand their roles while still allowing them to have a childhood. So now, Charlotte is growing up with the best of both worlds, a loving, supportive mom who keeps things grounded, and a fun, doting dad who shares her interests. And if she keeps up her confident, charismatic ways, she's definitely going to leave her mark on the royal family, just like Diana did. Princess Charlotte's biggest moments. Princess Charlotte is growing up right before our eyes, and let's be real, she's hitting milestones like a pro. One day she's the tiny royal waving at cameras, and the next, she's confidently keeping her brothers in check at public events. The little princess has been stealing the spotlight with her charm, sass, and let's not forget her very Windsor-like confidence. One of her biggest milestones? Starting school. In September 2019, Charlotte officially joined Thomas's Battersea, the same top-tier London school where Prince George is enrolled. She arrived on her first day in the most royal fashion, holding hands with Kate and William, looking adorable but also slightly reserved. But don't let the shy first impression fool you. Kate later shared that Charlotte was very excited about starting school, and insiders say she settled in quickly. Apparently, Charlotte's classmates even gave her the nickname Warrior Princess because of her bold personality. And honestly, that sounds about right. She's confident, she's strong-willed, and she's got a little bit of that Diana spark in her. Not only does she love sports, especially gymnastics and horseback riding, but she's also picking up French and taking ballet classes. The girl is booked and busy. Outside of school, Charlotte has been hitting some major royal milestones. One of her first big moments, the 2019 Christmas walk to church at Sandringham. Now, this tradition is usually reserved for older royals, but Charlotte got the VIP pass. And let's just say, she did not disappoint. She was spotted confidently shaking hands with well-wishers, looking like a total natural in the spotlight. And speaking of royal duties, Charlotte showed everyone just how much of a leader she is during the recent trooping ceremony for the king. While little Prince Louis was busy, well, being Louis, Charlotte stepped up to keep him in check. Whether it was reminding him how to behave or making sure he stayed on track during events, Charlotte proved she's got that big sister energy down to a science. Even William has admitted that Charlotte is the one running the show at home. He once joked, "Charlotte is the boss." And Kate, she's called her daughter feisty on multiple occasions. Sounds like someone inherited a little bit of that Diana spirit. Another unforgettable milestone? The late Queen's funeral in 2022. Charlotte, just 7 years old at the time, attended the solemn event with poise and grace beyond her years. She even reminded Prince George when to bow as the Queen's coffin passed by, because of course she knew the protocol like a true royal. But Charlotte isn't just about the big royal moments. She's also growing up in a way that feels refreshingly normal. Kate and William have always been determined to give their kids as much of a regular childhood as possible. That means bike rides, baking sessions, and casual outings, just like any other family, except, with a few tiaras in the mix. Kate has said before that she makes a point to balance royal responsibilities with everyday life, making sure her kids experience the simple joys of childhood. And Charlotte? She's thriving because of it. Whether she's showing off her cartwheeling skills at royal events or cracking jokes with her brothers, she's proving that she's both a princess and a regular little girl at heart. One thing's for sure, Charlotte is growing up fast, and she's bringing her own style, confidence, and attitude to the royal family. If she's already making headlines at this age, just wait until she's older. The royal world better get ready, because Princess Charlotte is just getting started. The royal sibling dynamic. Princess Charlotte might be the middle child, but let's be real. She's the one running the show. Sure, she's got the royal title, the charm, and the perfect princess wave down. But what really makes her stand out? Her undeniable leadership skills, especially when it comes to her brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis. Now everyone knows George is the future king, but behind closed doors, Charlotte is the one calling the shots. Prince William has even admitted Charlotte is the one in charge. And honestly, it shows. Whether it's reminding George about royal etiquette or keeping Louis in check during public events, Charlotte has fully embraced her big sister duties. And speaking of Louis, he absolutely adores her. The youngest Cambridge sibling might be known for his playful antics. Who could forget his iconic expressions at the Jubilee? But when it comes to Charlotte, he listens. At events, she's often seen guiding him, whether it's making sure he follows protocol or gently correcting him when he gets a little too excited. It's clear he looks up to her, and honestly, who wouldn't? She's confident, smart, and totally has that cool older sister vibe. But here's the fun twist. Charlotte doesn't just look after her younger brother. She keeps an eye on George, too. Even though he's older, she isn't afraid to step in when necessary. Remember Queen Elizabeth II's funeral? Cameras caught Charlotte subtly reminding George to bow at the right moment. And let's not forget how she naturally takes on the role of peacekeeper between her brothers. When George and Louis get a little too rowdy, Charlotte's there to restore order, like the little boss she is. Kate and William have both hinted at Charlotte's strong personality, with Kate once describing her as feisty in the best way possible. And honestly, it makes perfect sense. She's growing up surrounded by royal responsibilities, but she's handling it all with the perfect mix of grace and confidence. Whether she's holding Louis's hand, keeping George on track, or simply being the glue that holds the Cambridge siblings together, one thing's for sure. Princess Charlotte isn't just a little sister, she's the role model of the bunch. And at this rate, she might just be the one keeping the entire royal family in line. Charlotte's natural leadership isn't just something her parents joke about. It's been obvious since she was little. Even as a toddler, she was known for her confidence, waving to crowds like a pro and showing off her independent streak. Prince William once revealed that she doesn't take nonsense from her brothers, saying, "She's a very strong-willed little girl, which is great." And let's be honest, that's exactly what you need when you're growing up in the royal spotlight. But beyond the royal duties and family outings, Charlotte is just like any other big sister. Protective, loving, and sometimes a little bossy, in the best way possible. She makes sure Louis knows when to behave, George stays on top of his responsibilities, and overall, she keeps things running smoothly. And while her brothers may tease her, they absolutely adore her. There's no doubt Charlotte will continue to shine as she grows up. Whether she's guiding her siblings through royal life or just being the heart of their little trio, she's already proving to be a true leader in the making. Third in line, but not in the shadows. So Princess Charlotte, the royal who might be third in line to the throne, but is first in line when it comes to stealing the spotlight. Seriously, this girl walks into a room and suddenly, it's her event. And when it comes to charity work, oh, she's already making moves, proving she's got that perfect mix of charm, confidence, and I run this energy. Now, we all know royal charity events can sometimes feel, well, a little formal. But Charlotte, she brings the fun. Whether she's greeting guests like a total pro or keeping her brothers in check, she knows how to handle herself. Take that Christmas carol service at Westminster Abbey. While some kids would be fidgeting or whispering about when they could go home, Charlotte was fully locked in, singing along, making eye contact with guests, and showing that yes, she's already got this royal thing down. But here's where it gets interesting. Charlotte isn't just playing the part of a polished royal. She's actually passionate about these causes. Whenever she's seen at events, it's clear she's not just there for a photo op. She engages, she listens, and she's already got that effortless ability to make people feel special. And let's talk about the future because, oh boy, this girl is set for major things. She may not be in direct line for the throne, but she's already looking like she'll take on a role similar to Princess Anne. Dedicated, hardworking, and totally unbothered by royal drama. William and Kate have always made it clear they want their kids to have a normal childhood. But let's be honest, Charlotte was born for this. At royal events, she's the one making sure everything runs smoothly. Charlotte is always right there with the look. That classic older sister glare that says, "Get it together before mom and dad step in." And let's not forget that William himself has admitted that Charlotte has always been in charge at home. Honestly, it checks out. Looking ahead, Charlotte is expected to take on even more royal responsibilities. We're talking charity work, humanitarian efforts, and maybe even some major military patronages in the future. And let's be real, she's going to own it. So while Prince George may be the future king, let's not pretend we don't all know who's really running the show behind the scenes. Charlotte's not just here to play backup. She's setting the tone, keeping the family in check, and proving that she's already a royal force to be reckoned with. Future queen? Maybe not. Future royal powerhouse? Oh, absolutely. What's next for Charlotte? What if Princess Charlotte doesn't want to be a full-time royal? Sure, she's got the confidence, the presence, and that undeniable star power. But what if she decides royal life just isn't for her? Right now, Charlotte is being raised in a world that's very different from the one her father and uncle grew up in. William and Kate have made it clear they want their kids to have as normal a childhood as possible. Well, as normal as it gets when your grandpa is the King of England. They've been careful to balance royal responsibilities with everyday life, making sure Charlotte, George, and Louis get a real childhood. From school runs to fun outings, Kate and William are doing what they can to ensure their kids don't feel like mini-working royals just yet. But what happens when Charlotte grows up? Traditionally, the spare, which, let's be honest, is a pretty outdated term, takes on a supporting role to the heir. Think Princess Anne or Prince Harry, before he left the royal fold. If Charlotte follows this path, she'll likely take on charity work, royal engagements, and official appearances, much like her dad and uncle did before William became Prince of Wales. But Charlotte might have other ideas. Unlike past royal generations, she has more flexibility in shaping her future. It's clear she already has a strong personality. And let's be real, she's not the type to be pushed into anything she doesn't want to do. If she chooses, she could step back from royal life, much like her great-uncles, Prince Edward and Prince Andrew's children, who live relatively private lives. And then there's the Harry effect. With Prince Harry stepping away from his royal duties, Charlotte has an example of what life could look like outside the royal system. Of course, her situation is different. Harry left due to very public tensions, while Charlotte's relationship with her family seems solid. But the idea of having choices? That's something new for a royal of her rank. Harry's decision to leave has undeniably changed how the younger royals might view their futures. He's proven that stepping away is possible, even if it comes with controversy. Charlotte, being as independent as she already is, might look at her uncle's life in California and think, maybe royal life isn't for me either. A future where she trades tiaras for a career of her own choosing? It's not out of the question. For now, though, Charlotte is just living her best life. She excels in school, reportedly loves gymnastics and horseback riding, and even has a cheeky side. Kate once shared that she loves spicy food. Who knew? Maybe she'll lean into her love for sports, or maybe she'll follow her great-grandmother's passion for horses. And as for the future, Charlotte will likely have her pick of paths, whether it's becoming a full-time working royal, pursuing a career outside the palace, or doing a mix of both. One thing's for sure, whatever she does, she'll do it her way. And let's not forget, she's third in line to the throne. While George is set to be king, anything can happen. If Charlotte ever had to step up, she'd be more than capable. But would she want to? That's the million-dollar question. Is the royal family ready for whatever Princess Charlotte decides? So, is the royal family ready for Princess Charlotte to take charge? Or will she throw a royal curveball and shake up tradition in her own way? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to check out these other videos we've selected just for you. Catch you in the next one.